funding cuts for the food assistance program known as SNAP. Now, many of you know it as food stamps. Now, close to $200 billion would be gutted from the program over the next decade. The Trump administration claims it will achieve this goal by adding new work requirements. But, as 10 News reporter Shannon Valladolid shows you, many on SNAP are already working.
It's kind of hard to maintain everything with just a little bit of income that I have coming in. The food stamps really help because they help supplement what I'm not getting from my employee.
Latasha Donaldson's story is nothing new. You've heard it many times. A mom going to school with a full-time job, still struggling to make ends meet.
My goal is to eventually get off of the SNAP and actually be able to provide for my family.
Organizations helping our neighbors in need would also be affected. This cut to SNAP, how is this going to affect organizations like Feeding Tampa Bay?
It will be a significant impact. It will drive more folks into our network. And so we'll have to respond to that. The community will have to respond to that. Lost in all of this conversation is an understanding that it affects significantly the health care and capability of children, of seniors. If a child doesn't have access to food on a regular basis, they can't learn in school. If a senior doesn't have access to food on a regular basis, they end up in doctors' offices or hospitals.
Between 2009 and 2012, SNAP kept over 500,000 people out of poverty in Florida. Half of that was children. Some of the families that come to local food banks like Feeding Tampa Bay are already on SNAP. And yes, they have jobs. Some of them have 2 to 3 jobs. And think about this. Some of those families are leaders in our community. Somewhere around 19% of the food that we distribute goes to active or retired military. The bulk of that would be retired military. So yes, but we also see school teachers and we see firemen. For now, the proposed budget cut under the Trump administration is not set in stone. But for people like Latasha, they're already nervous about the possibility.
Because I work a lot and I also go to school. So that's really not lazy at all.
In Tampa, Shannon Valladolid, 10 News.
It's not just SNAP. Other programs like Medicaid and temporary assistance for needy families would see cuts over the next 10 years. The administration wants to spend more money on defense, the VA, and Homeland Security.
Doors are now open at the new Sprouts on Dale Mabry. The 30,000 square foot store is